Terrific. You know, the flags are very gently moving, and it's the air's almost still. Temperature perfect, 70 degrees. It's great, great running. These women you're looking at on your screen crazy fast. Their last 40 yards will be covered in around 3.5 seconds.
Ain't teaching taxes in school. It don't even matter.
I mean, a lot of it is just staying loose and kind of feeling it out. Every day is a little bit different. Trusting your training, trusting your timing.
I'm the boy who lived. The boy love playing when the boy too sick. Reclining on a prayer, I'm declining to help. I've been lying to my body, can't rely on myself. You know,
clean start in the 100 meters.
My name is starting missing my chance. LA for 4 months, end up leaving right back. I'm in love.
And it goes down to this final relay. It's the 4x400, and we are underway at Lincoln.
He wants to go as an individual, and that's why he continues to push the pace.
I'll be racing up the stairs. I'ma get to the gate singing.
Right now with about 200 meters to go.
But the race now is really playing into the hands of those with speed, and that.
Saunders across that circle.
The Wolverines, they sweep the 10K and they swept the 5K now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association, director of cross country and track and field at Adams State University, Damon Martin.
Thank you. Before we get started, what a great video. Let's give it up for the production staff at the national office for putting that together. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2016 United States Track and Field Cross Country Coaches Association annual meeting, our convention. We are ready for an exciting, productive, and rewarding week as we embark upon the association's 12th convention. The convention serves as a forum where our members interact with their colleagues and actively engage in educational programs. They gain opportunities for professional growth and address the business and needs of our sports and our association. It is important for us to take a moment to acknowledge those companies that support our endeavors of the association. Their commitment and financial support of our sponsors and our supporters helps our association provide extensive services to all of you. Therefore, on behalf of our every member of our association, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to the sponsors and supporters of our association. They are Connor Sports, MF Athletic, UCS, APT Recruitan, ASICS, Balfour, Bynum Sports, Clell Wade Coaches Directory, Direct Athletics, Elliptigo, Final Surge, Gill Athletics, Hoka 11, the LAD Rabbit, Maxwell's Medals and Awards, Mondo, New Balance, Ritchie Athletics, Stockmeyer Urethanes USA, Tracktown USA, Training Peaks, UCS, Spirit, VS Athletics. Let's give them a round of applause. Each of these companies and their respectives are staged around the convention foyers. I would ask you to interact with these great folks and throughout the week, and please thank them for their support of our association. Your divisional executive committees have been meeting diligently since yesterday afternoon, and member coaches started attending technical symposiums presented by Connor yesterday afternoon to learn from coaching colleagues and others in various event disciplines. I'm confident that everyone will enjoy tonight's Hall of Fame induction. If it was anything like last year, what a hoot, huh? Which will all present us with the opportunity to honor the accomplishments of a distinguished group of coaches and our coaching colleagues. Also, everyone should be marked on their calendar for tomorrow night's Mondo dinner. That will be held at the Fairways Lawn. The 8th presentation of the Bowerman commences on Friday with 7 former winners on hand. This year's most outstanding track and field collegiate male and female athlete will be crowned. There will be an arrival party outside the Kosher Port. Preceding that event will be again hosted by ESPN's John Anderson. He's always a wonderful person to add to our convention. Remember that meals and special events at the convention itself can be accessed with your own credential. Have it with you at all times. Now on to the award portion of today's program. Coaching staffs work tirelessly with their teams and student athletes to not only reach their full potential as competitors, but also as people. With this training results the achievement of winning a national title, it is important for us to recognize the tremendous effort made by those mentors and staffs. So at this time, we will present our Balfour National Championship Staff Rings, awarded annually to the coaching staffs of NCAA Division I, II, and III, and for the first time, the NAIA and the NJCAA. Please welcome to the stage Greg Finland, Vice President of the Sales of Balfour. He is here to present the Balfour-produced 2015-2016 National Championship Staff Rings.
From NJCAA, men's cross country, men's and women's indoor track and field, and women's outdoor track and field national champions, Iowa Central Community College. Coaches Denny Myers, Dee Brown, Nigel Bigby, Jeremiah Fain, and Brad Foote. NJCAA Women's Cross Country National Champions, Lansing Community College. Coaches James Robinson, Rachel McFarland. NJCAA Men's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, South Plains College. Coaches Chris Bean, Frank Barker, Eric Vance. From the NAIA Women's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, Concordia University, Nebraska. Coaches Craig Einspar, Ed McLaughlin, Mark Samuels, Jason Berry, Craig Salfeld, and Suzanne Weeder. NAIA Men's Indoor and Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, Indiana Institute of Technology. Coaches Doug Edgar, Josh Wolf, Mark Kamek, Nick Sharon, Arson Rourke, Ashley DeWitt, Olivia Spencer, and Samantha Edgar. From NCAA Division III Women's Indoor Track and Field National Champions, Baldwin Wallace University. Coaches Matthew Cole, Joseph Eby, Kevin Phipps, and Todd Swisher. NCAA Division III Women's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, Illinois Wesleyan University. Coaches Chris Schumacher, Greg Huffaker, and Lisa Baccaris. NCAA Division III Men's Cross Country and Indoor Track and Field National Champions, University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Coaches Dan Schwamberger, Chip Schneider, Marcy Schwamberger, Jeremy Dieterville, Seth Hoyer, Paul Conlin, Sean McMahon, and Haley Suckow. NCAA Division III Men's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, University of Wisconsin Lacrosse. Coaches John Buckholtz, Phil Whitsitt, Derek Stanley, Doug Giewitz, Matt Gordy, Luke Ackerson, Clark Lundquist, and Cy Baderch. NCAA Division III Women's Cross Country National Champions, Williams College. Coaches Pete Farwell, Sarah Lagasse, and Nick Lehman. From NCAA Division II Women's Cross Country National Champions, Adams State University. Coaches Damon Martin, Clayton Foster, David Granado. NCAA Division II Men's Cross Country National Champions, Colorado School of Mines. Coaches Chris Simers, Andrew Epperson, and Alexa Rogers. NCAA Division II Women's Indoor Track and Field National Champions, Lincoln University. Coaches Victor Thomas, Aileen Smith, Shelly Ann Berth, Danetta Stanley, Kalia Das, Mark Bowen, Gerald Vasco, and Acosmo Wright. NCAA Division II Women's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, Pittsburgh State University. Coaches Ross Jewett, Brian Mantooth, Kyle Rutledge, and Matt Brown. NCAA Division II Men's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, St. Augustine's College. Coaches George Williams and Sandy Chapman. NCAA Division II Men's Indoor Track and Field National Champions, Tiffin University. Coaches Jeremy Croy, Ray Robinson, Steve Liviotti, Laura Agane, Nolan Hill, Gray Horn, Kayla Elks, and Keith Reeder. NCAA Division I Women's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, University of Arkansas. Coaches Lance Harder, Chris Johnson, Ryan Compton, Megan Elliott, and Mark Hinton. NCAA Division I Men's Outdoor Track and Field National Champions, University of Florida. Coaches Mike Holloway, Steve Lemke, Adrian Mann, Nick Peterson, Paul Spangler, and Melanie Welty. NCAA Division I Women's Cross Country National Champions, University of New Mexico. Coaches Joe Franklin, James Butler, Laura Bowerman, and Richard Cerrone. And NCAA Division I Men's Cross Country National Champions, Syracuse University. Coaches Chris Fox, Brian Bell, and Adam Smith.
Let's have another round of applause for our championship coaching staffs. Now we move on to the election part of the slate. The positions of USTFCCCA President, Secretary, and Treasurer are up for election. As required by our association bylaws, I've appointed a Nominations and Elections Committee to seek out and accept nominations for qualified candidates for these positions. Appointed were Larry Cole of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology as chair, and members Ryan Dahl of Texas A&M University Kingsville and Sandra Ford Sintones of Dartmouth College. Ryan could not be with us here tonight due to a family emergency. Would Larry and Sandra please come forward and present the committee's slate of candidates to the members present?
Thank you, Damon. We considered a number of qualified candidates as well as our eligible incumbent officers for each of these positions. During this process, we had to keep in mind certain restrictions within our bylaws on the maximum number of representatives from each division that could serve on the board at one time. We believe we've identified 3 outstanding coaches for these positions and would like to briefly introduce each of them to you at this time.
For president, we nominate Dennis Shaver, the head track and field coach at LSU, to serve as president. Dennis has previously served as president of the Division I Track and Field Coaches. He is in his 13th season as head track and field coach at LSU and has coached collegiately since 1981.
For secretary, we nominate Dr. Martha Brennan to serve as secretary of the association. Martha is in her 8th year as a director of track and field and cross country at the University of Central Oklahoma. Martha has coached collegiately since 1997.
And for treasurer, we nominate Clyde Morgan. Clyde is in his 9th year as a director of cross country and track and field at Wabash College. Clyde has previously served as a chair of the Division III Hall of Fame Committee and has coached collegiately since 2000.
After thoroughly vetting each of these candidates, they have received our highest recommendation for these positions.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have heard the nominations from our Nominations and Election Committee. Is there a motion to elect the slate as presented? Thank you, Dave. Dave Osanich. All right. Do we have a motion to elect a second to nominate the slate as selected?
I'll second it.
Dara. All right. Thank you. Dara Ford. It has been moved and seconded that we elect the Nominations and Election Committee slate as presented. We will move to a vote. At this time, I would like the current Secretary, Sandra Ford Centones, to come forward and explain the voting procedures and conduct the election.
Our bylaws state that the positions of president, secretary, and treasurer must be elected as a slate by a vote of members present. So, should the slate fail to be elected, any member of the floor may nominate a new slate, so long as that slate meets all eligibility requirements set forth in the association bylaws. At this time, we will vote on the motion to accept the nominations as presented for president, secretary, and treasurer positions of the USTFCCCA. Again, the slate is Dennis Shaver of LSU to serve as president, Dr. Martha Brennan of the University of Central Oklahoma to serve as secretary, and Clyde Morgan of Wabash College to serve as treasurer. We will now conduct the vote to adopt the proposed slate of officers for the USTFCCCA Board of Directors. All members are eligible to vote. This vote will be conducted as a rising vote. First, we will ask for all those in favor of the slate to stand. Then we will ask you to be seated. Next, we will ask those who are opposed to the slate to stand. President Damon Martin will conduct the vote and announce the results.
Thank you, Sandra. At this time, those in favor of accepting the proposed slate of officers for the USTFCCCA Board of Directors, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, those opposed will rise. Unanimous. That's the way we like it. Thank you. Please be seated. All right. The affirmative has it, and the slate has been elected. Dennis Shaver is elected to serve as president of the USTFCCCA. Dr. Martha Brennan is elected to serve as the secretary, and Clyde Morgan is elected to serve as treasurer. I know the future of our association is in good hands, and with our newly elected officers and board members. Let's give them a hand. Now it's time to present the association's Jimmy Carnes Distinguished Service Award. This award is named for former Executive Director Jimmy Carnes and is presented to individuals who've gone above and beyond the call of duty in their service to the association and to the sports of cross country and track and field. The winner of this year's award is current head cross country coach and co-head track and field coach at the University of Central Missouri, Kirk Peterson. Peterson has held many roles in the association over the years, notably as a member of the USTFCCA Board of Directors while he was at NCAA Division II Track and Field President. It was on the Board of Directors where Peterson served on the Budget and Audit Committee, which was an integral part of the early years of the association. Peterson was on the USTFCCA Board of Directors when current CEO Sam Seams was hired and helped make it a seamless transition to the evolution form of what we see today. As a coach, Peterson spent the past 28 seasons at Central Missouri as head coach of their cross-country program. Peterson is currently in his 19th season as co-head coach of the track and field program as well. Peterson was named the USTFCCCA Division II National Indoor and Outdoor Coach of the Year in 2015. As many of you know, last year Kirk suffered a very serious health setback, and while he's on the road to recovery, he is not able to make the trip to Orlando. To accept the award on Kirk's behalf, please welcome a former student athlete of Kirk's, the head track and field coach and cross-country coach at Drury University, Jamie Moreno. Congrats and thanks once again for your service to the association. National High School Coach of the Year. Now to recognize that, the USTFCCA National High School Coach of the Year Awards. The Association of High School Coach of the Year program recognizes a girls coach and a boys coach in every state for the cross-country season and the track and field season as well. State winners are eligible for the national top honor and selected to the national panel of selectors. Here to present the National High School Coach of the Year Awards is Mike Korn, USTFCCCA Assistant Director and Coordinator for these awards. I'm pleased to congratulate the 2015 National Girls Cross Country Coach of the Year, Bill Aris of Fayetteville Manlius High School in Manlius, New York. To say Aris has built a dynasty in Manlius over the past decade would be an understatement. Since 2006, Aris's girls have won 10 consecutive New York State Public High School Athletic Association championships and 9 of the past 10 team titles at the Nike Cross Nationals, including the 2015 crown in Portland, Oregon. Sadly, Bill couldn't join us tonight or this afternoon. Congratulations to Bill. The 2015 Boys National Cross Country Coach of the Year is Doug Souls of Great Oaks High School in California. At the 2015 California Interscholastic Federation Championships, Great Oaks won its second consecutive state title, placing 3 runners in the top 10 and all 5 in the top 20. A few days later on at NXN, Souls' team became the first bunch from California to win that title since 2012. And the 2016 Boys Track and Field National Coach of the Year, Pete Boudreau, head coach of Catholic High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Boudreau is in his 48th year of coaching Catholic. Led his team to their 4th consecutive Louisiana State High School Athletic Association Class 5A state title in 2016. Catholic High had 4 individual state champions and scored in every meet in which they had an athlete entered. And our 2016 National High School Coach of the Year for the girls track and field, Jeff Carpenter, head coach of Bishop Kelly High School in Boise, Idaho. Carpenter's crew steamrolled the competition at the Idaho's Activities Association Class 4A Championships meets this May. His Knights scored in every event to amass 164.5 points, 82 more than the runner-up school for the state title. Help me once again congratulate all of these fine coaches state and national awards for this cross-country season in January. And now our final award presentation of the afternoon. It's time to present the George Dales Award. As a lot of you know, George usually attends convention, and we enjoy having him as a part of these presentations. Unfortunately, he suffered a fall in the last few weeks and is home recovering. We wish he were here, we miss him, and I know that he'll want to join us again next year when he's ready in San Antonio. As the inscription on the award in his name reads, this award is named in honor of the longtime Western Michigan coach George Dales for his relentless pursuit in the growth and development of track and field and cross country over more than a half a century. The award is presented annually to the U.S. Track and Field Cross Country Coaches Association to a distinguished individual who, through their efforts, has enhanced the profession of coaching track and field and cross country. I'm pleased to announce that this year's award winner is Al Carius of North Central College. In an illustrious career that has spanned into a 6th decade, Al has enhanced the profession of the coaching in the most effective way possible by directly influencing those that follow in his footsteps. He is a mentor that has converted many of his students into teachers, the leaders of today and tomorrow. In fact, as of this writing, an astounding 197 of his former student athletes are now college or high school coaches. Look around, you won't have to look far to see someone Al has affected. I'm not done yet. Stay right here. Stay right here. Al just finished his 51st cross-country season with a flourish. Last month, his Cardinals set an NCAA Division III record for the largest margin of victory as they won the school's 17th national cross-country title by 144 points. North Central has also won 10 NCAA track and field titles in his time at the helm. Al was inducted into our Hall of Fame in 1996, and the association's NCAA Division III Men's Program of the Year is named in his honor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present, hopefully he'll give us a few words, Al Carius.
I can't express in words how deeply honored I am by this. I thank God for the opportunity to be a part of a team like this that serves young men and women across the nation at a time, and I firmly believe that you are more important in their lives today than ever before. And so I'm just very, very thankful to be a part of this group, thankful to all of you, and wish you all the very, very best, and God bless you. Thank you.
Congratulations again. It's a Lifetime Achievement Award for sure. Before we leave the opening session and head to the technical symposiums or to our committee meetings, I wanted to inform you of an action taken by the Board of Directors. In our meeting Monday, we voted unanimously to create a clear and united process, one in which there is a transparent communication in regards to any and all proposed legislation inside our organization. Going forward, there will be a tracking system that will allow the membership to follow the rule proposals that we make. The membership will be updated quarterly in keeping with being well in the loop, certainly and able to follow the progress of these rules and regulations set forth. And now I'd like to say in a brief words about our profession and our professional association. As of this year, our association has reached an all-time high in membership. Over 98% of all NCA members are part of the association. That's incredible. I certainly applaud all of you for making that percentage an all-time high. We've added new programs, and with a count of 98% of all NJCCA members, they have equaled our membership of the NCA members. Nearly 85% of the NAI programs are members as well. We have 8 high school associations that have joined our vast organization. New to the USTFCCA for 2017, we are proud to welcome the High School Coaches Association from Michigan and Virginia. Our annual meeting, this convention, continues to expand. In fact, each of our conventions has been larger than the last. For the first time in our 12-year history, I'm happy to report that we'll have over 1,600 coaches in attendance. We also continue to grow our programs to honor and recognize the outstanding coaches and student athletes. Award programs like the ones just presented today and the one tonight at the Hall of Fame is among the 18,000 awards presented to our student athletes and coaches by this association on a yearly basis. Coaching track and field and cross country is a passion for all of us. And for the majority of us, it is also a livelihood. We invest and reinvest ourselves into the sports of track and field and cross country every single day. And our sports and our athletes are better for the commitment. According to the latest data available from the Office of Post-Secondary Education within the U.S. Department of Education, four-year colleges and universities in the United States spend over, listen to this, $750 million yearly in reoccurring costs on track and field. This does not include capital outlay or facility costs. That's a tremendous investment. In fact, it's the largest investment in the country in track and field anywhere in the world. To give you a measuring point, the United States Olympic Committee spent just over $200 million in 2015, according to their own external audit, and all the Olympic sports in the United States, including fielding national teams. I certainly believe that we deliver results on that investment. Now, not just in terms of championship teams and record-setting individuals, but primarily by the terms of delivering value back to our campuses, by positively impacting the lives of the student athletes that entrust themselves to us. It is important that we protect the annual investment by the collegiate community, because without it, we would lose tens of thousands of opportunities to positively impact the lives of student athletes. And on top of that, there is no replacement entity for the United States collegiate system in the terms of its investment in cross-country and track and field. But we must do more than just protect it. We must cultivate and nurture it and grow it into an investment that we do by demonstrating our value and by advocating for our student athletes, our programs, and our sports. It is important to note that each of our institutions measures our value differently. What is most important in my school might not be what is important at your school. But it is imperative that we demonstrate to our campus administrators and to our student bodies and to our alumni and to the public at large that we can align with what theirs are. This is a task that is both highly individualized and yet too big for any one of us to accomplish alone, which means that we must come together as a group. Just as our individual student athletes come together as a team and have common goals and directions, we need to find that finish line. From where I stand in my last convention as your president, I believe that this association is strong because we make it strong. We make it strong by joining as members, attending our annual meeting, and volunteering to serve on committees. It is important to share our knowledge with our colleagues and to participate in the process of advocating for the present and the future of our sports. I want to encourage all of us this week to be engaged, and to be engaged in listening and learning and in advocating. This is our responsibility as professional coaches, to leave our sports better for tomorrow than they are today. When we work together, we have a power to make our profession better, to make our association better, and to make the sports of cross country and track and field better. Before closing, I would like to ask you to take a moment and assist me in thanking our CEO, Sam Seams. Sam, are you here? I'm sure he's here. Where are you at, Sam? Please rise. Sam. And our national staff, as well as the convention volunteers. They have produced this convention to work diligently on our behalf each day. Please join me one more time for the national office and give them a round of applause as well. I truly encourage each of you to participate in the convention activities daily here in Orlando. So have a great day, and a reminder that the symposiums sponsored by Carner Sports will begin at 2:45 today, and I will see you tonight at the Hall of Fame. The 2016 opening session is dismissed. Okay.
In school, it don't even matter, I was acting a fool. But who would think the raps would turn into